I prefer tea to coffee.
I prefer tea to coffee.
What do you dislike most about this movie?
What do you dislike most about this movie?
She dislikes hockey.
She dislikes hockey.
She is sick of watching hockey.
She is sick of watching hockey.
That's just what I was looking for.
That's just what I was looking for.
I am old enough to make up my own mind.
I am old enough to make up my own mind.
It might be, I suppose.
It might be, I suppose.
Good try, but not quite right.
Good try, but not quite right.
That's rather disappointing.
That's rather disappointing.
If you really want my advice, I don't think you should quit school.
If you really want my advice, I don't think you should quit school.
What about your opinion?
What about your opinion?
You should take the advice of your teacher.
You should take the advice of your teacher.
Your work seems not satisfactory.
Your work seems not satisfactory.
I generally agree with you.
I generally agree with you.
In my opinion, your new coat is not worth so much money.
In my opinion, your new coat is not worth so much money.
It's only a suggestion, you don't have to take it.
It's only a suggestion, you don't have to take it.
Thanks for your advice, but I have to consider it myself.
Thanks for your advice, but I have to consider it myself.
Would you be so kind as to lend me some money?
Would you be so kind as to lend me some money?
No problem. How much?
No problem. How much?
Would you mind opening the window?
Would you mind opening the window?
Please do not open it.
Please do not open it.
Would you open the door for me, please?
Would you open the door for me, please?
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
Excuse me, would you give me a hand?
Excuse me, would you give me a hand?
I'd be glad to help.
I'd be glad to help.
I wondered if you could buy me some pencils.
I wondered if you could buy me some pencils.
Sure?
Sure.
I hope that will not cause you too much trouble.
I hope that will not cause you too much trouble.
I hope I'm not bothering you.
I hope I'm not bothering you.
I really appreciate your help.
I really appreciate your help.
I do not want to bother you.
I do not want to bother you.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Children enter primary school at the age of 6.
Children enter primary school at the age of 6.
John is already a junior high school student.
John is already a junior high school student.
He majored in computers.
He majored in computers.
As a senior, Bruce is writing his thesis.
As a senior, Bruce is writing his thesis.
I graduated from Yale University 5 years ago.
I graduated from Yale University 5 years ago.
It is desirable to apply to good schools.
It is desirable to apply to good schools.
In Australia, there are open universities.
In Australia, there are open universities.
Jack is in his freshman year.
Jack is in her freshman year.
Some students quit school due to poverty.
Some students quit school due to poverty.
There are many training classes and night classes.
There are many training classes and night classes.
Tim is a sophomore now.
Tim is a sophomore now.
Mr. Smith is a member of the faculty.
Mr. Smith is a member of the faculty.
May I come in?
May I come in?
Come in, please.
Come in, please.
Sit down, please.
Sit down, please.
Any different opinion?
Any different opinion?
Are you with me?
Are you with me?
Have I made myself clear?
Have I made myself clear?
Could you say it again?
Could you say it again?
Any questions?
Any questions?
That's all for today.
That's all for today.
I plan to learn programming.
I plan to learn programming.
I want to be a programmer after graduation.
I want to be a programmer after graduation.
He will probably follow in his father's footsteps.
He will probably follow in his father's footsteps.
As soon as he comes, we'll let him know.
As soon as he comes, we'll let him know.
She will go into business when she likes to.
She will go into business when she likes to.
She will certainly remain single.
She will certainly remain single.
He intends to start up with his friends.
He intends to start up with his friends.
I'll leave for New York if I finish my work today.
I'll leave for New York if I finish my work today.
I'll work for 4 years and then go back to school.
I'll work for 4 years and then go back to school.
I hope he will meet me at the airport.
I hope he will meet me at the airport.
I'm thinking of quitting the job.
I'm thinking of quitting the job.
What do you say we have a party this weekend?
What do you say we have a party this weekend?
If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we'll have a picnic.
If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we'll have a picnic.
You should have studied much harder.
You should have studied much harder.
What does your father do?
What does your father do?
He is a lawyer.
He is a lawyer.
He has his own office.
He has his own office.
Do you have any plan for your career?
Do you have any plan for your career?
My cousin was promoted last month.
My cousin was promoted last month.
I want to be a doctor if possible.
I want to be a doctor if possible.
I hope that I can get a decent job with a good salary.
I hope that I can get a decent job with a good salary.
I have an interview next week.
I have an interview next week.
He is a manager of a famous corporation.
He is a manager of a famous corporation.
I like writing, but I wouldn't take it as my career.
I like writing, but I wouldn't take it as my career.
I worked as an intern in that firm last summer.
I worked as an intern in that firm last summer.
He made a successful career in business.
He made a successful career in business.
What are you interested in?
What are you interested in?
How do you spend your evenings?
How do you spend your evenings?
What are your interests?
What are your interests?
Do you have any hobbies?
Do you have any hobbies?
I often go skiing in winter.
I often go skiing in winter.
Does his film appeal to you?
Does his film appeal to you?
Photography is an expensive hobby.
Photography is an expensive hobby.
What do you do in your spare time?
What do you do in your spare time?
Do you go on picnics?
Do you go on picnics?
I particularly like English literature.
I particularly like English literature.
She has a particular interest in painting.
She has a particular interest in painting.
He plays the piano just for enjoyment.
He plays the piano just for enjoyment.
What's your favorite music?
What's your favorite music?
Do you often go to a concert?
Do you often go to a concert?
I have never heard the piece before. Who wrote it?
I have never heard the piece before. Who wrote it?
Do you like pop music?
Do you like pop music?
I hate rock music. It's too noisy.
I hate rock music. It's too noisy.
What do you think of their skill?
What do you think of their skill?
He has a passion for literature.
He has a passion for literature.
What do you think about this poem?
What do you think about this poem?
Do you like traveling?
Do you like traveling?
Yes, I've just come back from Canada.
Yes, I've just come back from Canada.
Why did you go there?
Why did you go there?
I went there on business.
I went there on business.
How did you get there?
How did you get there?
I got there by plane.
I got there by plane.
Where did you visit?
Where did you visit?
I only had time to visit Toronto.
I only had time to visit Toronto.
How did you like it?
How did you like it?
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
And do you have friends there?
And do you have friends there?
Yes, a lot of friends.
Yes, a lot of friends.
Yes, and I took many pictures.
Yes, and I took many pictures.
Please let me see them.
Please let me see them.
You must have enjoyed yourself.
You must have enjoyed yourself.
What's your favorite sport?
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite winter sport is skiing.
My favorite winter sport is skiing.
Our team beat their team yesterday.
Our team beat their team yesterday.
My class went camping last summer.
My class went camping last summer.
We are sure to defeat them.
We are sure to defeat them.
How many years have you been playing tennis?
How many years have you been playing tennis?
I like football.
I like football.
He is good at table tennis.
He is good at table tennis.
The basketball championship is exciting.
The basketball championship is exciting.
I was on the track team 5 years ago.
I was on the track team 5 years ago.
I prefer swimming to fishing.
I prefer swimming to fishing.
She is a member of the snowboard club.
She is a member of the snowboard club.
I lost the game yesterday.
I lost the game yesterday.
Make yourself at home.
Make yourself at home.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of you.
We are in the same boat.
We are in the same boat.
Everything tastes great.
Everything tastes great.
You have a good sense of humor.
You have a good sense of humor.
Your English has poor pronunciation.
Your English has poor pronunciation.
You piss me off.
You piss me off.
He is the happiest man alive.
He is the happiest man alive.
What about having a hamburger first?
What about having a hamburger first?
Don't be so modest.
Don't be so modest.
What's your goal in life?
What's your goal in life?
He found my lecture interesting.
He found my lecture interesting.
Don't let this get you down.
Don't let this get you down.